Your business deploys AI pilots everywhere. But are they going anywhere? Or are they stuck in silos, exhausting resources, unable to scale? Maybe you don't need hundreds of AI pilots, you need a holistic strategy. IBM has 65,000 consultants with Gen AI expertise who can help you design, integrate, and optimize AI solutions. So you're not just deploying AI, you're scaling it across your business. Learn more at ibm.com/consulting. IBM. Let's create.
Prime Big Deal Days is coming October 8th and 9th. Woohoo! Which can lead to involuntary deal squeals, like the infamous deal on a new massager squeal. Yeah! Save big on Prime Big Deal Days, October 8th and 9th.
Want to make a podcast? Spotify's got a platform that lets you make one super easily, distribute it everywhere, and even earn money, all in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit your podcasts right from your phone or your computer. So no matter what your setup is like, you can start creating today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available on Spotify, and when you want to take conversations with your fans to the next level, Q&As and polls are the best way to get them talking. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. Ever since I discovered Spotify for Podcasters, I feel so supported in the creation and distribution of my show. Spotify for Podcasters hosts masterclasses, office hours, and more to help creators develop and fine-tune their skills. I highly recommend you give it a try. Download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to 80/20. Welcome to this very special bonus episode of 80/20. I have a very special topic that we are going to touch on today, and that is all the ins and outs, the nitty gritty, the details, all that jazz of my newest coaching program. Well, the newest version of my coaching program, Good Things That Come in Threes. We're just going to dive headfirst into this episode. We're going to leave the chatty intro stuff for a different day, but I wanted to create this episode to kind of walk you through what the program is all about, what you can expect, and how it's going to transform your life. That way, this episode can be a resource if you're kind of on the fence about joining the program or you just want to learn a little bit about it. So I guess a little bit of background information on Good Things Come in Threes as a whole. I officially opened the doors, I guess the metaphorical doors, of Lily Raco Health back in January. And right off the bat, my calendar was filled to the brim with one-on-one consultations, and these calls were with a ton of you guys, just kind of walking through all of your health and wellness dreams and desires, and kind of chatting through the problems and the challenges that you're currently facing. And all of us were running into the exact same problem. We all have these lofty wellness goals. We want to be that girl, if you know the trend, that girl. We all want to be her. We want to be this most ideal version of ourselves, but there's no easy way to get there. Everything is just overly complicated. So about a month and a half later, in February, I launched registration for my first round ever of Good Things Come in Threes. There were about 50 women in the first session of Good Things Come in Threes, and I wanted to read you guys some of their stories because they're so inspiring. These women were able to significantly transform their mind, body, and soul over the course of 33 days. And the next session of Good Things Come in Threes is going to be even bigger and better than session 1 was. And so that's why I'm so excited for you to be involved in this. So I'm going to go ahead and read you guys some testimonies from some of my Good Things Come in Threes session 1 gals, and then we'll get into what session 2 entails, what you can expect, what the program looks like, the delivery format, and the transformation that is going to occur in your mind, your body, and your soul. Hannah R. from spring 2021 says, being a part of Good Things Come in Threes has challenged me in many ways, particularly in changing my perspective of health and wellness. I love the practical advice and the way Lily simplified healthy living. It seems far more manageable now. I will continue to implement the things that I've learned throughout the program and practicing grace to myself when things don't go as planned. I've also enjoyed reading others' responses in the group shares. to be encouraged by the progress they are making as well. Overall, I feel so much more equipped to continue this journey of healthy living. Sydney H says, Good Things Come in Threes has helped me tap into my mind and body connection. It's honestly changed everything for me. I remember in the first week, it finally clicked. Everything I do to or for my body has an impact on my mind. From the foods that I eat to the time that I choose to exercise, it's all connected. I was able to realize that when I was feeling my worst, that is when I need nutritious foods and movement the most. I also realized that my relationship with movement was very forced, but now it is so much healthier. I also realized that the foods that I want to eat or the time that I want to move might not line up with what my mind actually needs. And this program helped me identify those factors within me and find what works best for me. Grace C says, Good Things Come in Threes has kickstarted the love that I should have already had with myself. I've made so many changes and I've been exploring so many different ideas and ways of healthy living that I'm so excited to continue. I've been able to take a step back to reevaluate what's actually important to me, including daily movement that makes me feel good about myself without feeling pressured to compare myself to others. Daily journaling and meditation that keeps me in touch with my soul and emotions, and the ability to take a more turn up for you approach to life and make sure that I'm not wishing away the weekdays for the weekends. I've also started to eat more nutritiously so that I can give my body the good food that it deserves. Lily's program has been so important for me to set up my short and long-term goals, and I'm so excited about the opportunities that I can give to myself. Alexis J says, Lily's one-on-one coaching program has changed everything for me. When I first joined Lily Reiko Health, I was so lost mentally, physically, and emotionally. With Lily's guidance, I've totally transformed my lifestyle, and I've learned so much about nutrition and actually found a diet that works for me. I've truly never felt better. Lily is a great coach. She's always available to answer questions that I have or just to listen. She's never made me feel judged or small, which is so important to me when working with a coach. I would recommend Lily's programs to anyone and everyone. Those were just 4 of many transformation stories from women who have been a part of Good Things Come in Threes. I just believe in this program so much because of the transformation that I've seen in other women's lives. So if you've been listening to my story and you kind of know me, or a lot of you who listen to the podcast used to watch me on YouTube and this, that, and the other thing. And this is the program that I wish I had when I needed coaching and accountability and to be realigned, or even just aligned in general, not even realigned. I did not know who I was, like 2.5 years ago. And I wish that I had something like this 2.5 years ago when I was really not doing well, did not feel confident in my body, did not know who I was, had absolutely no connection to anything possibly greater than myself. And even though I would go to the gym, my workouts were never meaningful. There was no intention behind my movement. There was no intuition when it came to my food. There were certain foods that made my stomach hurt, but I just ignored them, and I ate a bag of goldfish for every meal and drank like a gallon of coffee a day. And nothing like Good Things Come in Threes existed at the time. There was nobody encouraging me to go against the status quo, to say, it's okay, I don't want to go out. Instead, I'm gonna do like a self-care night. And the whole health and wellness and fitness and even the spiritual aspect, like meditation was such an intimidating word for me. And I wish that I had someone to tell me that it's okay to break the status quo. I don't have to live like every other 20-something lives, and I can put myself first, and there are actually ways that I can take care of myself that can be really fun, and that I'm allowed to want to take my life to the next level. And there was no program that encouraged me to level up my lifestyle. And so I've created it because I never want anyone to feel the way that I used to feel. And I've designed Good Things Come in Threes that it can meet everybody where they are in their wellness journey. So if you are seasoned in this stuff, if you feel like you kind of have a good routine going on, there's nothing wrong with wanting more accountability. There's nothing wrong with wanting more education when it comes to your nutrition, when it comes to finding what movement works for you, when it comes to finding what fuels your soul. There's nothing wrong with wanting more. I think that everybody needs a health coach. I have a health coach. My health coach has a health coach, or just even some sort of mentor, some sort of community to be a part of. So how does one level up their lifestyle? I've created Good Things Come in Threes to simplify that question for you with a habit-based challenge program. I think the word challenge is a little discouraging because when we hear the word challenge, we're automatically turned off. But I equate challenge to change. And if you're not challenged, there's no way that you're going to change. There's no way that you're going to level up. So I guess we can use the word challenge as a portion of this program, because overall, I guess program is like the umbrella term, and then there's different components of the program. So I'm going to kind of tell you what the different pieces of the program are, and then your different program package options, because program as an umbrella term, Good Things Come in Threes as the umbrella term, and then there's different options that you guys can choose based on your current needs. So if you're looking for community, the group option might be for you. If you're looking for a more individualized approach, the one-on-one option might be for you. If you're really good at holding yourself accountable, but you just want the tools and resources, the journaling portion of it, the worksheets, the recipes, and of course the Good Things workshop up front, which I'll touch on in a little bit. Maybe the Good Things workshop with the self-guided 33-day challenge option is for you. So let's go ahead and talk about the different components of the program, because there are a lot of different moving parts, and I really want to break them down and explain why I think each piece is so valuable. The first portion of the program is the Good Things workshop. And no matter what program option you choose, everybody gets to participate in the Good Things workshop. Now, something among the demographic of 20-something people is that they are incredibly busy human beings. And when I first designed this program, the 3-day workshop was going to be live. And I wanted us to all kind of gather on Zoom together. I even thought about doing an in-person event. But ultimately, after kind of surveying what some of you guys might want and really just thinking about how I can meet you where you are, I figure that right now in this season, especially with like the holidays coming up and like everybody's doing midterms right now, a live workshop would not be the best option at this point in time. I will definitely do some live event in the future, but just not at this point in time. I just figured that a live event would be very, honestly, like discouraging for a lot of people, because I could just hear it now. Like, I have a test that I need to study for. My midterms are this week, like this, that, and the other thing. And so instead, the workshop is a self-paced course. And when you enroll in Good Things Come in Threes, you'll get an email to create an account to access the Good Things workshop. And on November 1st, this workshop will go live. So you'll make an account, and then on November 1st, you'll get access to day 1 of the workshop content. So the workshop is essentially a baseline with all the information and tools that you need to know before the program even starts to help you be successful. So a lot of times we have these big ideas and we think that, we can just dive right in. But the more prep work that you do before diving right in, the more successful you're going to be in the long term. So on day 1 of the workshop, you get the foundations module, and you also get access to the Eat Well module. On day 2, you get access to the movement module, and you get access to the Fuel Your Soul module. And on day 3, you get access to the 33-day challenge, which we'll talk about in a second. Kind of that template, you get access to the workbook, and then you also get access to over 20 recipes that are going to be in my cookbook that's going to come out this holiday season. But you kind of get a little sneak peek of the cookbook with some really fun fall inspired recipes. So on November 1st, you get the first 2 modules. On November 2nd, you get the second 2 modules. And then on November 3rd, you get the last module and the recipe. So I guess the last 2 modules. And the coolest part is that you get lifetime access to this content. So if for some reason November 1st through 3rd doesn't really work for you, you are more than welcome to start the course whenever you choose. Now, the 33-day 3 habits challenge will begin for the group on November 4th. So you create your foundations, you do the baseline Good Things workshop, and then day 1 out of 33 for our challenge is on November 4th. The 33-day 3 habits method challenges you to eat well, to move more, and to fuel your soul. And there are 3 daily habits that we will be participating in over the course of 33 days. There's 3 things that you have to do every single day throughout the course of the program to eat well, move more, and fuel your soul. Now, if you choose the group coaching option or the one-on-one program option, you will not go at this alone. So with the group coaching option, for the duration of the program, we're going to do 1 coaching call a week, and it totals out to 4 coaching calls with the group on Zoom. Now, the dates and times of these coaching calls are TBD because I want to get a feel for what the group needs. And these calls are going to be recorded and emailed to you after, like a link will be emailed to you. So if for some reason you have to miss a call, you'll get access to the call to rewatch again later. And these calls are going to be really cool because we're going to go beyond just the workshop content. So we're going to touch on meal prepping and planning. We're going to touch on ingredients. We're going to touch on plate composition, how to balance your plate. We're going to do a little morning routine creation kind of workshop situation. We're going to talk about hormones and how they affect your daily habits. We're going to touch on confidence and self-love, and definitely a couple surprises along the way. So get excited. And the best part about the group package is that you get to connect with like-minded women. You get to be a part of this community to help support one another, hold each other accountable. And the cool thing about doing this on Zoom is that we can actually talk to each other. We can see each other face to face. It's really close to being with each other in real life. So I'm really excited to get to know you guys in the program. There are a couple Good Things alumni that are going to be joining this round of the program as well. So I'm so excited to have those girls back too. And then if you want to take it even a step further, I'm offering a one-on-one coaching package. So with the one-on-one package, you get access to the workshop, you get access to the group, and you also get access to 3 one-on-one coaching calls with me scheduled at your convenience. And we can talk about literally anything that you want. These are your calls. So we can really dive deep into your individual wellness needs. A couple topic ideas that you might want to use for your one-on-one sessions. These are ones that are pretty popular among my one-on-one clients, but obviously we can talk about whatever you want. We can dive deeper into what nutrition means for you. We could talk about optimizing your energy. We can talk about organization, planning, time management. We can talk about acne. We can talk about gut health. If you're local to the Ocean City, Maryland area, I'm more than happy to have these sessions with you in person, so we can meet at a coffee shop or hotel lobby, I don't know, whatever works, and we can chat in person. We could go to the grocery store and we could do a healthy grocery store tour. I could come to your house. We can do a kitchen clean out, pantry makeover. There's so many different opportunities for your one-on-one sessions, so we can really get into the nitty-gritty of what you want as an individual to level up your lifestyle and go beyond our 3 daily habits. So these program packages build on one another, and I have a very special offer just for 80/20 listeners, so definitely stick around to the end if you want to hear what the special offer is. But the Good Things workshop is $189, and that includes access to the course and the 33-day habits challenge. And as your coach, I'm also going to provide email support to you at the beginning, middle, and end points of the program. The Good Things group includes access to the workshop, the challenge, and 4 weeks of coaching calls with the rest of the Good Things group. Your investment for the group coaching package is $389, and then the one-on-one package includes access to the workshop, our 33-day 3 habits challenge, the group coaching calls, and 3 one-on-one coaching sessions with me. And your investment for the one-on-one coaching package is $789. And like I said, there's also a couple surprises. So we're going to do some Good Things merch depending on your program packages. There might be a couple yoga classes from my yoga instructor friends, access to Lily Rago Health client-only content, and just some really other good stuff that I know that you guys are really going to love. So if this sounds good to you, you can head to lilyrago.com/programs and enroll right now. I'll also have a link in the show notes if you guys just want to click the link. That's probably a lot easier. And you can actually use the code 8020pod and get 15% off of your ticket price. This is the only discount that I'm offering. So if you guys want to get 15% off, you can use the code 8020pod at checkout. That's 8020POD. If price is a concern for you, please email me. I'm really nice. I don't bite, I promise. And I'm willing to work with you. I've already had a couple people, like Good Things alumni, reach out and we've worked something out. You know, I'm human and I get it. And I create this program and I price it at the value that it's worth and the value that is fair. But if there's an issue, please come talk to me. I am so open to working with you, and I really, really, really want this transformation for you. I want you to level up your life. So come talk to me. It's probably best to email me with questions like this or situations like this, because the DMs are good for like quick responses and stuff. You can email lily@lilyrayco.com, and that will also be in the show notes. Or if you just have any other questions about the program, you want to learn more, answer any questions that you might have, maybe put any worries to rest. Ultimately, I think if this is on your heart, if you're feeling called to do this program, you should do it. A lot of times we start to make up these excuses, right? We're like, I don't know if I'm going to have enough time. I don't know if it's going to be too hard. I don't know if I'm good enough to do XYZ. I don't know if money's going to be a problem. All of these worries, all of these fears, all of these reasons why not are just keeping us from leveling up our lifestyle, right? So put those worries to rest. Come talk to me. Please send me an email. I'm so open and willing to talk to everybody about Good Things Come in Threes because I just believe in this program so much. I've seen it change lives, and it will be that community, that accountability, that coaching, that support, that transformation that you've been waiting for. All the information will be in the show notes, or you can just head to lilyrayco.com/programs and use code 8020pod, that's 8020POD, to get 15% off of your enrollment ticket price. I hope that this episode was super helpful for you guys in learning more about the program. And like I said, I feel like a dozen times, if you have questions, if you just want to chat about the program, figure out what option might be best for you, please come talk to me. I've created this program for you, and I would love for you to be a part of it. So think of this as your open invitation, and I hope to see you in the fall session of Good Things Come in Threes.